Welcome back. We are still on chapter 4, lesson 11. We're ready for our next video. And here we go. There are 8,523 sheets of origami paper to be divided equally. Well, here they just told us explicitly. They just said divided. So we know we're going to divide equally among 8 schools. And then our question, how many sheets of origami paper will each school get? There's our question. Okay, so the problem we're doing is 8,523 divided by 8. They use graph paper here. I would prefer you to use graph paper as well, because now we can line up our place values, make sure all of our writing is as neat as possible. Again, yours will be more neat than mine because, again, I'm still not great with my tool. Hopefully I'll be getting better as the year goes on. Okay, but we look here. We first do the 8 divided by the first place, which is 8,000 in this case, but 8 goes into 8. So we're ignoring these other 3 numbers, and we're just taking it nice and slow, guys. This takes us back to 3rd grade. 8 divided by 8. 8 goes into 8 one time. 1 times 8 is 8. And then we subtract. That gives us 0. And then we bring down the 5. Okay. 8 goes into 5. Oh, 8's bigger than 5. So remember, this is a common error. It goes in 0 times. It even says place a 0 in the quotient when the place in the dividend cannot be divided by the divisor. See, they even said, hey, we know this is a common error too. So 8 goes into 5 0 times. Can't go in at all. It goes 0 times, which is okay. We can still do that because 0 times 8 is 0. Right? We're still following the steps. Doesn't stop us from following the steps. 0 is a number. It's just a number that has no value. So then we subtract following the steps. 5 take away nothing is still 5. Now we bring down the 2. See, we follow the steps. No matter what, if we follow the steps, we're going to be all right. Don't you worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is going to be all right. That was free. Next time you'll have to download it on iTunes. All right, 8 goes into 52 now. How many times? Well, 8 times what gives us 52, or as close to 52 as we can. We can do our multiples of 8 to find that out. So I can go count by 8s. 8, 16, 24, 32, I'm getting closer, 40, 48, whoa, it's a big 4, 48. If I go one more, that's going to be 56. That's too big because I'm looking at for 52. So 48, which was 1 8, there's 2 8s, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it went in 6 times. 6 times 8, I've already done over here. 6 times 8 was 48. So now I subtract that 48 from the 52. I can count up from 48 to 52 to see what the difference is. So starting at 48, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. That was 4. And then continue following the steps. Bring down the 3. And the nice thing, I already did my 8s over here, so now I can just look at my notes over here. I want to get as close to 43 without going over. Well, that's going to be this one, 40, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 8s. So 5 times 8, we already did again, it's right there, 40. Subtract, I get 3. Nothing left to bring down, so I bring that 3 up as my remainder. Remainder 3. Okay, again, to check my answer, I take that quotient, 1,065. I ignore the remainder for now, I take just that quotient part, not the remainder, times my divisor 8. 8 times 5 is 40. I already did that here. Carrying my 4. 8 times 6 I already did is 48. Plus 4 is 52. 8 times 0 is 0. Plus the 5 is 5. 8 times 1 is 8. And you say, oh, Mr. Music, it doesn't check out because we started with 8,523. You got 8,520. And I'll say, wait a second. Now we go back and add our remainder. So plus 3 to that. Now I have a 3, 2 here, 5 in the hundreds place, 8 in the thousands place. And now look, 8,523, 8,523. So my quotient up here checks out. All right, I'm just going to fill in this information as well, just so you have it. We talked through it, but just so you have it. The first digit of the quotient will be in the, this time it's the first digit of the quotient. If we look here, this whole thing is our quotient, and the first digit in our quotient was in what place? That one is in the thousands place. So the first digit in our quotient is in the thousands place. And again, if you need it spelled and in more legible writing, it's also written right here. So divide the thousands, we did that. Divide the hundreds, we did that. Divide the tens, we did that right here. Divide the ones, we did that right here. So each school will get 1,065 sheets of origami, and there will be 3 sheets left over. Again, we don't want to interpret that remainder as a fraction because we don't want to tear those sheets apart. So in this case, we would leave the remainder as a whole number, just the number 3. Okay. All right. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Focus, can-do attitude, take initiative, and listen carefully during class. And remember, at recess, play hard, follow the rules. Thank you. Discard.